Let's get a check of that forecast. It is a $1 million forecast out there. Plenty of wonderful things to do. And Matt, you've got a special guest to tell us more about the ice skating happening in Temple.
Yeah, that's right. Emphasis on the word ice, Lindsay. This is real ice behind us. We're at the MLK Festival grounds. This is Rink on the Rails. I'm joined with Noelle McCowiak of the City of Temple. You said this was the first year this has happened. So what was the driving force behind putting an ice rink in Temple?
Yeah, it's part of our Holly Jolly events, and we just wanted to make this year extra special, and we thought, why not an ice rink here in Central Texas? It's the largest in Central Texas, and it's made of real ice.
That's got to be pretty rare, putting real ice down. Are there a lot of places that do that, or is this kind of special?
This is pretty special, yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about, we were talking earlier about you skate in sessions. How can people sign up for a session, get tickets, and things of that nature?
Yeah, so go to hollyjollytemple.com. You can buy tickets on there. They're 90-minute sessions. Pick whatever time slot works for you, and come on out. Make sure to bring your socks. $12 for the tickets, and that includes your skates. And if you don't bring your socks, $3 extra. You can also rent skate aids if you need that assistance, and that's an additional $5.
Okay, and this is opening day. How long does it run for?
Until January 4th.
Until January 4th.
Yeah,
okay.
Get out here.
All right, now I'm going to ask you the hard question. I'm sweating. It's 67 degrees. How are we keeping the ice frozen?
Yeah, so think of it like a big refrigerator. There's metal pipes that are under this structure, and those pipes have a cooling liquid inside, and it's really just, it was built in tiny little layers to keep each layer frozen. And it's just a big refrigerator out here.
Well, very cool. A little bit of science and a little bit of holiday magic, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Noelle. Let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast here. Again, it's nice out there today. It's good ice skating weather, and I find it very strange to say that. But let's go ahead and pull up those graphics so you can see where we're headed tonight. It's not going to be as cold as it was last night. We're actually going to see temperatures stall out in the 50s as we go through the overnight hours. That's because there is a little bit of humidity in the air, and we are expecting a little bit of cloud cover to move in. That will keep things a little bit warmer through the night. Speaking of warm, for tomorrow, and I know you've heard me talk about changes to the forecast the last few days, not so much for tomorrow. There's going to be a little extra cloud cover, but temperatures still well into the upper 60s and lower 70s across central Texas. So here's why. That cold front that tried to come through today, stalled out, will lift back to the north as a warm front. That leaves us in kind of a warm, humid air mass. That's going to lead to that extra cloud cover, and maybe, if you're really good and you're on Santa's good list, you might catch a sprinkle or two tomorrow afternoon. Really, for your Saturday, though, those chances are pretty slim. Better chances will come with cold front number 2. Now, cold front number 2 is going to be the one that brings us that colder air. It's not going to get here until late Saturday, though, so that's why we're going to have a pretty nice Saturday. Watch what happens as the front comes through. You can see that rain start to pick up a little bit through the overnight hours, and yeah, if you're looking for rain, it may happen while you're asleep, so you may not actually get to see it. So that's what we got going on in terms of those cold fronts. The rain chances, they're there. They're a little difficult to talk about, though. We don't have a lot of confidence in it with this cold front. The big story is going to be the temperature drop, and as I show you your 3-day forecast, you're really going to see that temperature drop as we get into Sunday. We're in the 70s, like I said, today and tomorrow. And my computer has locked up just a little bit here on us. Let's see if we can get it going again. And it is completely locked up on me. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck on this graphic for just a second here. But yeah, so basically what we're looking at is 70s the next 2 days. Here we go. Things are starting to open back up on our computer. So we're going to get to our 7-day forecast here so you can actually see those changes that I've been talking about as I kind of scroll through my graphics here, finding our 7-day forecast. All right, there we go. And there you go. So as we head through tomorrow, like I said, right up around 70 degrees. That cold front comes through, though, and we're back into the 50s Sunday and Monday. Like I said, the rain chance is pretty minuscule. I'm going with about a 10% chance, and if you see anything at all, it's going to be a trace to maybe 1/100th of an inch of rain. So we're not talking about measurable totals here, unfortunately, with this particular passing system. Heading into Monday, still in the 50s there, still chilly, and then we're going to get back into the 60s, which, by the way, that's where we're supposed to be this time of the year. And then we're going to see things back into the 70s as we head into next week. And I'm telling you right now, we're still 13 days away from Christmas, but right now it is looking like things are going to stay pretty warm. But of course, we'll have that in the coming days and over the next couple of weeks. For now, though, we're still out here at Rink on the Rails. So again, $12, you get 90 minutes to skate, and this is real ice. So gather up the family, coming out, have a good time. Again, running through January 4th. For now, though, that was a look at your weather and a look at Rink on the Rails. Let's take it back to the studio.